morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show, our third episode. I am Bruno Rivasplata with Exit Real Estate Gallery, and we have
Azalia Soto with the McDonough Mortgage Team.
So something that we are going to cover in today's episode is a lot of buyers ask me this question. What are the steps to getting pre-approved and pre-qualified for a mortgage? Some consumers don't even know that they have to go through this process before they can, start looking at houses in most cases, especially in today's market with it being so hot and the houses flying off the shelf. So, Azalia, let's go through some of these scenarios, okay? Let's start with documentation. So when somebody says that they would like a mortgage, what is the documentation that you guys require in order to run those numbers?
So the documentation is pretty general. I mean, we ask for the same things to almost everybody that comes looking for a loan. It's going to be your identification. We're going to need income. We need to verify the income. We need assets. And depending on those three categories, we will ask for like driver's license, if it's a permanent resident, then for your permanent resident card, and stuff like that. But yeah.
What about income, right? So what kind of income? So say somebody just works a regular W-2 job. What do they need besides their pay stubs?
Right, so if you're just a W-2 employee, then it's going to be your last two W-2 forms that you receive at the end of the year for you to file your taxes. We're going to need the most recent pay stub. So if you get paid weekly, it's going to be the 4 most recent, or if it's bi-weekly or semi-monthly, the 2 most recent pay stubs, because we need to see income that you received in the past month. And for those who are base pay and work overtime or like commission on top of it, then we usually ask for the year-end pay stub for the 2 prior years if you've been with this employer or with the same type of income for the last 2 years, because then we will calculate whatever overtime you did the previous year and then the year before that. Okay. And then we have an average of how much you will make.
Perfect. Now, I work with a lot of military people, so say a veteran that's retired, what kind of documentation do they need?
For veterans, if they are retired, we ask for the VA award letter. And this is just a letter that it's provided. It says how much you earned on a monthly basis, gives us the exact amount and how often, which is usually monthly.
Okay.
If it's active duty, they do the LES, which, do not quote me, I'm not sure what it stands for, but it's like the pay stub for the military. Okay. And that breaks down all the type of income, if it's for housing, if it's for food, all the type of income that that person may receive is listed on that document.
Okay, perfect. So in terms of assets, right? So let's go through those. What is identified as an asset?
So as an asset, it's usually, to break it down to you guys, it's just bank statements, 401k statements, stocks accounts, anything that you have that is active and you can use. So if most of the people that get paid is through the checking account, so we'll get the 2 most recent checking account statements. If you have the money that you're using towards the transaction in a savings account, then the 2 most recent for that. If, for an example, you have a 401k and you want to use the money from there, some 401k companies or banks or institutions, they provide you with a 6-month statement. So in that case, we only need 1 statement because we have more than enough information in there.
Nice. Okay. Now, whenever I call you guys to get somebody pre-qualified, it's a pretty simple process. It's really fast. I make the call, Jeremy or Azalia take it, speak to the customer. So could you walk us through what that conversation sounds like whenever you're speaking with the customer?
Yeah, so it's pretty much just, I target to see what you're looking for. If you're looking to just have an idea if you can even qualify, we do a soft credit pull and we do like a screening. It's not going to pull your whole credit, it's not going to harm you, but by doing the soft credit pull, I can only have access to 1 of your 3 credit bureaus, and it gives me an idea if you have good credit enough to start the process. So once I have an idea that you do have good credit, then I go on to, are you employed? Do you have assets? Do you have ID? Do you have everything that is required for me to continue? And if you do, I go ahead and complete the application. At the end of the application process, I ask for the documents. Based on what you told me, then I will ask for the documents that I'm going to need. And then once I get all the documents, this application is reviewed by the loan officer, and then he will let you guys know whether you've been pre-approved, and if so, what's the max amount that you can go for.
Perfect. So, people who are very quick and timely on submitting all the required documents, from beginning of that conversation to pre-approval letter, right? Mm-hmm. How long does that look like?
The time frame that we always ask is from 24 to 48 hours, just because we're busy. Mm-hmm. But we try to stick at as 24 hours only. So if you call me at 3 p.m., I let you know if you submit all the documentation by 1 p.m. of the next day. By 3 p.m. you will have a call saying you've been pre-approved, and the letter goes out to you and the realtor, and then you guys can start looking for houses.
Perfect. Now, let me ask you this, Azalia. Somebody that is testing the waters to see if they qualify for a mortgage, say that they don't, okay? What do you guys do then? Are there any course of action that you guys recommend for those consumers?
Yeah, so again, depending on what the customer tells me, I'm able to know how I can guide you. So if it's something with your credit related, then by doing the pre-screening, I'm able to see what reports on there. If it's accounts that you have to pay, then I'll let you know if you pay this account, maybe it boosts your credit up a little bit. Just giving them recommendation to, instead of maxing out your credit cards, use no more than 10% and make sure you pay it off. If it's with your employment, if you don't have enough employment history, I'll let you know. You have to have 2-year history. If by some reason, I can't think of any other reason, but we will find a way to help you. It's not like we're gonna say no and not do anything else about it.
Which is great about working with the McDonald's mortgage team, is there's an option for everybody, and if it's not now, we have a clear path to when it can be. So, I think that pretty much covers everything as far as down payments go. Pre-approval process. Talking about down payments, I just gave you guys a sneak preview of the next episode.
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything else to add, Azalia?
Yeah, no. I mean, another part of the pre-qualification is knowing that you know what you're looking for. So if you don't know, just call and educate. Don't go by what people tell you. If somebody shut you the door like a few months ago because of whatever reason, don't just give up. This should mean for you to focus and work on what you need to do to get where you need to be.
Absolutely. And me as a realtor, I can also guide you guys in terms of, pointing you in the right direction, and definitely kind of honing in on what exactly you're looking for, like Azalia said. Well, it's been a pleasure. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. The Jeremy McDonald team phone number is going to pop up right there. And my phone number is going to pop up right here. Feel free to give us a call. And until the next episode.
Bye.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show, week number 2, and we've got a special segment for you guys. I am Bruno Rivasplata with Exit Real Estate Gallery.
Y yo soy Azalia Soto with the McDonald Mortgage Team.
Hey guys, so today we're going to